Right, we've already heard this morning of two major events that have been rubber-stamped and are good to go. The Samina Telecommunications Council confirming their Leaders Summit, which gets underway tomorrow. We've also had ADIPEC announcing that they will be hosting the forthcoming Abu Dhabi Infrastructure Summit next month down in the ADNEX Centre. So there are events scheduled and going ahead in the MICE sphere. But meetings, incentives, conferences and exhibition sector has been such a massive contributor to the economy here in recent years. How's the MICE industry landscape going to adjust to new norms and, of course, to uncertain times? What's it look like? Well, you have to turn to a veteran of the industry, somebody who's been there and done that. Our next guest has been part of the industry through multiple cycles here in Dubai and has seen firsthand how the market has and can adapt. So let's find out more as we speak to the CEO of Entourage, Mohammed Tayem, who's been kind enough to join us live in studio. Mohammed, really appreciate your time this morning. Thanks for joining us live here on the Business Breakfast.
Very good morning and thank you for having me.
So the question is, the MICE industry experiencing some short-term adjustments given the uncertain times. We'll get on to the landscape as it stands at the moment. But first, paint a picture for us. I mean, as I mentioned, you have seen a number of the hurdles, a number of the challenges that the MICE, the meetings, incentives, conference and exhibition sector has faced in years gone by. How does this moment compare to those?
Honestly, it's one of the uncertainty moment, definitely. But at the end of the day, we have seen since the beginning of this situation, we have seen a lot of projects postponed, not cancelled, which is a great news for our industry. That proves to the point that Dubai will remain the hub of events and the MICE industry. Tom, as you know, Dubai, since the beginning, since the start, took this MICE industry, especially events, especially marketing and campaigns, in the central stage of its economy. And that was one of the major player in the GDP of Dubai over the years. So today, with this uncertain times, we have seen a lot of postponing, but not cancelling. That means the budgets are still there. The events are happening due to safety reasons for our international guests coming from outside the country. I believe the last quarter will be the busiest for this year.
Is it fair to compare and contrast? It's human nature to compare and contrast. And, I'm sure you've had many conversations about, is this similar to COVID? Is this similar to 2008? I suppose we can take learnings from those former challenges.
Honestly, we have looked at the COVID as an industry. We have seen what happened in the COVID, and we tried to compare. I believe there's nothing to be compared. The COVID was on a global scale of uncertainty. Here we're talking about a condition which we will pass through very soon. Hopefully within weeks it will be over. Then we will prepare ourselves within the summer to go back into the last quarter as busy as we were and as planned for Dubai.
You mentioned, Mohammed, about postponements, and we like postponements because they're not cancellations, they're postponements. 100%. They'll come back, that's 100%. For sure. But what about format changes? Are people looking to get indoors, or are we seeing, as you just mentioned, with COVID, people going fully online?
Honestly, if I go back to COVID, I believe Entourage or me as Mohammed was one of the people who benefited out of COVID by creating a virtual platform for events. Is there a need now for a virtual platform of events? I believe no, because the events industry will continue as it is. We will go back into physical meetings, into physical conferences, into indoor and outdoor events. The day before yesterday, the World Cup, within all these circumstances, took place in an outdoor place under the patronage and the presence of His Royal Highness and Sheikh Hamdan as well, and a lot of guests. Usually the attendees at the World Cup varies, but this year I think it was overpacked.
Talking about the vision of the government, and it's an interesting one because government-led events have always been a couple of the anchor events
100%.
here as well. Is that confidence still there? Is that something that you expect to see a
Honestly,
major
we're
sort of...
receiving a lot of RFPs. We are receiving a lot of RFPs from governments, from the Prime Minister's office, from Abu Dhabi, from Sharjah, from all government entities today in preparation for the last quarter and in preparation for the second half of the third quarter. I believe the government is still pushing us, and the private sector is still pushing us that things will go as planned, as scheduled. The budgets are there. It's only about taking care of our people from safety perspective.
That's certainly going to breed confidence in the market moving forward. Advice for now, though, and obviously there will be a number of event organisers out there, there will be a number of clients who are sort of scratching their head and wondering about their next move. What's your advice to them in terms of, there doesn't seem to be much sort of turn down in marketing ambition to me.
100%.
So is this a time to market? How do you...
It is time, absolutely the right time for marketing. Crisis management, time management, sending confidence management is all about this time, what we need. That's why from Entourage perspective, we're pushing on our advertising services to our clients, to our government and private sector clients. But what I wanted to say, out of this time, how to use it, it's all about restructuring, rebuilding your force without losing the assets, without losing the essence of being ready for the last quarter. I believe the market is going through a slowdown, but not through a crisis.
So for those brands that are sitting on event budgets right now, what is your advice to those brands?
Shift this money for marketing and advertising. Push the brand, keep the brand alive. Make sure that your audience know that you are resilient, you are there, your presence is here. Try to send as much positive messages into the market because everyone now needs it. So the malls today has a lot of people shopping. A lot of high net worth people today are shopping on high end brands. Everyone is still living the life. So keep the momentum. Please push messaging to the Dubai residents and to the world that Dubai is fine and we will go through this.
Proactive. Be
100%.
proactive. Just give us your little take, if we can, just to wrap up, Mohammed, in terms of Entourage, you and the team at Entourage, but also the MICE sector as a whole. What's the outlook? What does 2026 look like?
It started super positive. We had a lot of big plans, but the circumstances today is happening. It will be delaying these plans, but it will not be cancelling them. I believe Entourage started in a crisis 2008, so that is an example of what the crisis means, what opportunities you can take out of these crises. Today, as I said, we're not part of a global recession, hopefully. We're going through just a hard time. This hard time will be over very soon.
Come back stronger.
Indeed.
As always. Mohammed, always good to see you. Really appreciate it. Thanks for bringing all of your experience into the studio. Good to catch up this morning. Mohammed Tayem is the CEO of Entourage, who's been kind enough to join us live in the studio to walk us through what's going on in the MICE sector here at the moment. Yes, the meetings, incentives, conference and exhibition sector experience some short-term adjustments to formats and events at the moment. But as you heard there from Mohammed, the proactivity is key for brands in order to bounce back even stronger once we get up and running with events. This is the Business Breakfast.